people. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. First thing that is popping in the news is an update about an incident that took place Portmore Pines, right at the JN Bank, wherein it is said that some men in a Subaru vehicle, maybe about 6 persons or so, shock and awe security guards from Beryllium, took 2 bags containing about $10 million estimated. After the smoke clear, 3 persons, 1 get grazed, 1 lost his life, and then the next lady, she was taken to surgery. Information is that she might have lost her life because of the severity of her injuries. So I am going to let you take a listen, take a look to what the SSP for that area, St. Catherine, Portmore, his name is Mr. Christopher Phillips, has to say. I am going to let you take a listen, take a look to an audio or voice note of a criminologist. His name is Dr. McCoy. And then I am going to give my piece. I am going to give you my opinion. I am going to let you know what the streets is saying. So people, in the first voice note or video, you're going to hear the SSP, Mr. Phillips, said, these security guard, they did not stand any sorts of chance. This money, 2 bags was relieved easy as 1, 2, 3. The security companies including Brinks, Archive, Beryllium, they need to review their operation. They are tactically off. The SSP is going to make it abundantly clear that these people that have been on a rampage for a couple of months or so, they are very well organized. They have the latest artillery, so therefore they are ready for whatever pops off. He told you the tactical response team from the JCF, they got there. However, they were just a tad bit too late. When the SSP was asked, is there some sorts of big searching for these men that pull off this operation? He met the people them know, say, listen, this is not going to be easy. These men were masked up. These men was more than likely driving some sorts of stolen vehicle. So therefore, if you run the operation, there is not going to be anybody's name on this vehicle. This vehicle was stolen for that sole purpose. That means them get in, get the cash, cause the damage, and then ditch the car. You can just imagine that not only this one vehicle was there, there is more than likely more than one vehicle with all sorts of men armed up, just like the men that blaze up the FIRE on the security. They were awaiting any possible confrontation with the Popo. What would have happened? Luckily, the quick response team was not quick enough. This would definitely be R0BB3RY. There would have been a whole lot of casualty. Call it casualty of a robbery, AR. So people, me just say, it's probably a good thing that the Popo did not show up, because what would have happened, they would have more than likely walked into some sorts of trap of the DEATH type. So the top SSP is making these people know, these security companies, you need to amp up your security arrangements, because there are gaps, there are laps, they need to be tightened up. Because trust me, these people tell themselves it is do or DIE. These people don't have any sorts of ambitions of going to any sorts of prison cell. They would rather to go to the GRAVE yard than the big yard. Take a listen, take a look to what the SSP has to say.
These men were armed with high-powered weapons. I think, they never had much chance. They went off, they made escape with 2 bags. We estimate that's over $10 million that they managed to escape with. My initial assessment of it is that I would make a serious call to the companies that are doing courier services to review their operations, review their tactical maneuvers, review their numbers in terms of these kind of transactions, and to look on the type of vehicle they are using for this. We suspect this is an organized activity, and if you are tracking, you would observe that we had some of these kind of robberies taking place in other parts of the island, and so we know it's something organized. The quick response team was here. It was the first team to respond. Never get much when they came on location, but at least they were able to reassure the persons unseen. The security guards had no chance.
Our search on for the culprit? Our search on for the person
Well, we are still gathering information. Of course, the men were masked, and so it's a bit difficult. We're still combing and putting together all that we can get so that it would guide our operations going forward.
What type of vehicle was used for the transfer? Would the security guards are using to do their transfer?
It's a regular no, not the beryllium, the black. I don't know the type of vehicle. I never
It wasn't an armored vehicle.
It wasn't an armored vehicle, and that's why I said they have to review the type of vehicles that they're using. There are gaps. There are obvious gaps, and there needs to be some tightening. I'm not able to say if there's because we've not done any real research on it to say if there's a correlation between that and the new Firearms Act. But what I know is that these criminals are trying their best to escape at all means possible. It simply means that we have to ensure that our tactical approach and tactical discipline is maintained. The police is well trained, we are well trained, and know how to maneuver in these situations. As to the private companies, it's something that they have to assess and determine what are the gaps in terms of their training and tactical operations.
Can you tell us about how many men carried out the robbery?
We are sure about 2 men who were forward in terms of the attack, and we suspect there were others in the vehicle or perhaps close by, approximately over 6 or so. We suspect.
So people, that was the opinion of one of the top cops in St. Catherine Popo Division, Mr. Phillips. I am going to let you take a listen, take a look to what a criminologist, his name is Dr. McCoy. This is his view on what is going on as it pertains to the hit yesterday and as it pertains to all of these ATMs and these BANKs. Stick it up.
There's no job they're going to get that's ever going to pay them millions upon billions of dollars, and they can achieve it in robbery. That is why they're robbing. Not because they're in need, it's because of greed and because of their ability to get away with it. I think the reason why they're hitting ATM machines are places where what is attracting them is large volumes of cash. So they will rob anywhere where there's large volumes of cash. Now that fits the dynamic of ATM machines being refilled or banks receiving a flow. So anywhere at all they have that dynamic of large volumes of cash, it's more likely they'll get robbed there. A lot of the money is vaulted and so on, and there's a lot of cameras and a lot of armed security on the inside. So in many ways, the vehicles that deliver them there can become targets because they have to exit the vehicle to fill these machines and to carry money in. So it's not. I don't think it is any surreptitious reason that financial institutions are being targeted. It's about the money, If the money was happening at pharmacies, in terms of cash, they'd be robbing cash.
Now people, based on what this person who would be considered as some sorts of crime expert is saying. These people know say in a Jamaica, unless the po pretty much hold you at the scene of the crime, you are going to get away. The possibilities of you getting caught is minimal. These persons, they know that they are not going to get any sorts of 9 to 5. They know that no sorts of job in Jamaica is going to pay them $1 million or $10 million at any one time. So therefore, they look for the greatest possibility of success, the place of least resistance, wherever there is large stocks of money going in and going out. They don't want to go into the bank because they know that whenever they are in the banks, them lose view. The poor can pull up, they will be trapped. We've seen incidents in which people go in and rob the bank before and get caught up, get caught inside. Those persons are presently serving time. So these people know say them a catch the security with the bag of money when they are going in or when they are coming out. So in other words, they want to be at an advantageous point, meaning that them post up outside, maybe 2 or 3 cars deep. The first car, those are the people that initiate the move. Them come out, them shock and awe the security guards. The other vehicle or other 2 vehicles, they are waiting, laying in the cut. Wait till the po or other securities pull up, catch them in the web, catch them in a trap, catch them slipping. People, in my opinion, these are not the typical average Jamaican criminals. There is something new in the equation. The banks have been around. These ATM machines have been around for a couple of decades or so, a couple of years at least. So what we see is a new breed of criminal. In my estimation, these people are A, po, B, military trained, and or C, some deportee that used to live overseas that we call taker. A taker is a person that usually robs people of their drugs, rob people of their illicit money. So now when them reach a Jamaica, them say things change. Them say there is no way back to America because all of the entrance point them block off, meaning Mexico, meaning Bahamas. So these people tell themselves, we stuck like Chuck. We have to make it do what it do. Desperate times calls for desperate measure. We have no intention of looking any sorts of job. The only thing that we know is to thief and hustle. We have the money, we have the artillery, we have the heart, we have the galls, we have the balls, we have the intestinal fortitude. This place, that the Scarface movie said, is like a big PUSSY just waiting to be woke. And until we are stopped, until there is a clash that we can expect to come very soon, when either the po or these robbers buck up together, when the 2 sevens clash or 3 sevens clash, people, we can expect that this is going to only end one way. When will it end? How long will it continue? Because don't believe that after them take this $10 million, they are going to go into retirement. They are going to join some sorts of church. They are going to give their lives to Christ, our God. No, them are going to just lay in the cut. Wait till it cools down again. Because you know, sir, Jamaica is the epicenter of 9-day talk. Everybody amp up them security and then they go into lapse again because of monetary reason. People put money before them put security. However, this is what these people are dependent on. Catch you lapsing, catch you being cheap, catch you off guard, catch you trying to save. However, what you should be saving is the lives of these security. What you need to do is amp up your security. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.